The Gina and Matty podcast.
Back to school for the state schools. I think we were talking to Tiana. She's at the Battle Bay. Back on Thursday. And my lot, thank God, are back on Thursday. Seriously.
You haven't been here, but you've been working harder than ever.
I have been, I've been doing some bits and pieces for our parent company, doing some other radio around the country, and then it's like having two jobs, school holidays. I actually don't know how parents do it because I'm in a very privileged position where I can finish at 9 o'clock and then I can take some work home with me, and I can be home and relieve my wife's working as well. So if you've got two income family, both parents or carers are working, you get 4 weeks holidays a year, maybe, if you're lucky, your job. These holidays alone are 7 weeks.
No, it was long, wasn't it?
7 and a bit weeks. So it's like, how do you manage to be able to sort of be there, or you're paying a fortune to have them in Ush or some sort of vacation? I don't know.
Yeah.
Just get back to school already. Anyway, but it's going to be a bit of an emotional day on Thursday because my youngest, who Stevie, it's featured on this show a bit over the last year. She's starting big school. She's out of preschool, which is another nice little kicker for us, so we don't have to pay the exorbitant childcare fees, and they can just off to school. But there are some things now that I've done it a couple of times with the other two that you learn along the way about starting school that you might not the first time around, because there's a lot of pressure on, making sure you've got the uniform right, the bag, the pencil case. But there's some things that they don't tell you, and maybe over the week, because we are pressed for time now, maybe over the week I can run through a few of the things that I've learnt along the way. Is that they don't tell you about kids starting school, and probably the first one is hats just disappear. They just disappear.
Like odd socks.
Hats, they just disappear. So you spend the first few weeks just reminding them to take the hat, and then you get open, where's your hat? It's gone. So a little tip that we've done. So you buy the school hat, all right? You buy the school hat, which is usually really expensive, but you got to wear the school hat, and then you have a couple of backup hats that you can get from Big W that are the same colour, or Best and Less that are the same colour as your school. Have some reserves, because you will lose that hat. That hat will no longer exist, and I'm going to sidle that up along with water bottles. Oh my God. Can you remember having a water bottle?
Oh, we had bubblers.
Yeah.
At school.
I had bubblers too. Yeah. Maybe I'd be like a Labrador walking home and then go to the tap of someone's front yard.
That's right. Drink out of the tap.
Drink it out of the tap. Never had a water bottle. No. And then I remember a lunchbox that I had that had it was like the snap lock water bottle that went inside, in between the sandwich, like in the gap there. And I had that for my lot have lost that many water bottles. They've had more water bottles in their life than I've probably seen. So, but water bottles will go missing.
Yeah.
So I reckon stock up on sales. Get the cheap ones. Do not do, what are they, Frank Green or Stanley cups
not
for anyone under 13, because it is definitely not worth it. Another one is get ready for the WhatsApp groups.
Oh, no.
My God. They are a blessing and a curse at the same time.
So as a parent, you've got to be checking that all the time as well.
Kind of, because not only do you have about 4 different apps for the school where you get the school information from, because everything just used to come home as a note. You get a note in the bag and you'd have to rifle through the bag. Mum would go through and go, oh, there it is, with the leftover risotto sandwich that you didn't eat. And it's
or there'd be a newsletter.
The newsletter.
And if Jackie, when he was at school, he's 22 now, there was a newsletter online that you just read it online if something didn't come home. Yeah, so there's in the bottom of the bag's all screwed up.
There'll be a WhatsApp group for the class run by the class parent. There'll be a WhatsApp group for soccer in the afternoon. There'll be a WhatsApp group for it is.
Oh, my God. That's a lot.
It is a lot. So just get ready for the WhatsApp group, and just know as well that your kids share everything. They will go to school and tell everyone everything that happens, especially in show and tell. When they do news, they'll get up and tell you your family's deepest and darkest secrets in kindy, and just be ready for that. So there are some of the things.
Be on your best behaviour.
Yeah. Or just really prep them not to tell the story about Arnie Deirdre. Just don't tell them that story, okay?
The Gina and Matty podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.